David Buttifant, the new high performance manager at the Carlton Football Club. Welcome to Visy Park, David.
Thanks, Tony. Good to be here.
What are first impressions of the place, having come from down the road at the Westpac Centre? What are your overriding reactions of Carlton?
Well, first it was very welcoming. I felt a sense of connectedness here. So, in the very early stages, and players and staff have made me feel very inclusive. So it's been great.
The football club's different. You've worked at a few now.
Yeah.
Are they different?
Oh, look, I think most football clubs are pretty similar. Different names, different faces, but same people really.
You've had a brief period, I guess, to settle in. What is the first objective for you now that you're in and working at Carlton?
I think one of the first objectives is get to know my staff really well. There's a big team here, and obviously very kind of energetic team, and very keen to be successful, which is great. And then obviously getting to know the players, that's really important. I've probably met nearly half the players now. I haven't met all the players, so I'm looking forward to meeting all the players.
You got the opportunity to meet Chris Judd a few moments ago.
Yeah.
Could you tell the story about the last time you met him?
Well, it was actually quite funny because last time I met him was at Collingwood. We obviously interviewed him and came in and had a bit of a look around, so I had an opportunity to spend some time with Chris when he was looking around at Collingwood, but it didn't happen. But now I've got the opportunity to work with him, which I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've had the opportunity, I guess, now to renew acquaintance with Michael Moldhouse.
Yeah.
You had a lot to do with him at Collingwood in a great period time, landed a premiership for the Magpies. What's it mean to be reunited with Mick? And you've had a unique relationship with him.
Yeah.
How would you describe that relationship?
Oh, look, Mick's has been a fantastic kind of person to work with. We've shared a very similar kind of philosophy, and so having that alignment is really important. Mick obviously empowers, and but it also has a high level of competitiveness as well. We want success, and so do I, and so does the club. So I think having that relationship where you can challenge each other going forward. Even though my area is kind of sports science and is coaching, we don't see it as two separate entities. It really should be called sports performance. So my relationship with Mick is pretty solid. But rather to have that kind of critical mass where we can kind of challenge one another to enhance the program. So I'm looking forward to realign myself with him.
Just a couple of final ones. To the players that may not have had the occasion yet to meet you, what can they expect in terms of the person you are and the philosophies you have towards the game and also preparation for the game?
Well, I think our game, and it's a great game. It's a hybrid sport. That you need to have good endurance, you need to have good speed, you need good power, good strength, and then there's a technical component as well. So it's not just one component. It's very integrated, and we need to integrate all the kind of key stakeholders. I think that's really important. I think the thing is, as a player, it's not as though you just have to improve your endurance. It's a challenging sport. It's not like you're a swimmer swimming just 50 metres or 100 metres, or a sprinter or a 800 metre runner. You have to have a whole kind of array of skills and abilities. So you need to kind of tailor that and specifically design a program. So our approach would be, okay, if a player A is limited here, for that player to become a better player, what do we need to address? So really kind of honing on some of the deficiencies, identifying their strengths and working toward that. And
does round one become the focus now? Is round one the target date?
Well, it's really important. I think that you need to get out of the box reasonably quick, but it's not how you start the season, it's how you finish the season. That's really important. I think it's a pointy end. You want your players up and going. So touch wood, you want to minimise injuries and having a little bit of depth as well, so you can kind of look after players too throughout the season, which is really important. It's an arduous year. It's a challenging year, and you need to get out of the box early. So round one is really important, and so hopefully our players are ready to go and out of the box nice and quick.
Well, David, thanks very much for the chat. Lovely to talk to you. Welcome to Carlton.
Thanks,
look forward to round one, and
Fine,
maybe 12 months from now we look forward to being in as good a position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once the season's run and won. Thanks very much.
Good day, Tony. No worries.